very smooth. Do you know what the best part was? I don't know if you guys could see, but he was talking. She interrupted the conversation. Oh, fucking hell.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, it's B, your girl KylerB coming out with a new video. Today we're going to be talking about Love Island Games Season 1, Episode 5, and let's get right into the video. Yeah, so let's get right into the video. Obviously, in yesterday's episode, Steph went home, so everybody's been, shocked, shook. Obviously, the people who were in the bottom were like, very grateful for seeing another day. Justin and Jack also talked about, how scary it was for them to be in the bottom. They could literally went home.
Scary.
It was scary. It was scary.
I would have been so sad if our time got cut short.
Devastating.
Yeah.
They spoke up with Sally and Toby about it. Sally and Toby apologized because they were in the bottom and they could have easily went home. So, they apologized. They basically said, like, okay, if we do something in the challenge, please call it out in the challenge. Let us know what's going on during the challenge, all that stuff. Basically, everybody has their head in the game.
Was shaking, bro. I never want to ever have to fucking see you guys standing there ever the fuck again. So we gotta, get this shit together. That shit should not happen ever again.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
You boys.
So let's try and make this alliance, because we had a good chat this morning here. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It was good.
Let's carry it outside of here. You know what I mean? Let's follow through.
Full follow through, okay? Yeah. Loyalty, all right? You see some weird shit, call it the fuck out in the game. What the fuck are you doing? Stick to the plan.
So they tried again to make this pact that, Sally, Toby, Jack, and Justine are basically, they're locked in for real this time. They're locked in. So, they made that pact once again. So let's see how it goes. The Liberty and Johnny situation, they're getting to know each other. They're having chats, kisses outside of the challenges, which means, what's going on here? Do you like Liberty more than you like Jess? And yeah, so that's where, that's going. The funniest thing was that, it seems like the UK also have their own pack. Before they went to bed, Callum, he gave Liberty some tips on how to, I guess, finesse Johnny or whatever. So they're laying down, and he told Liberty to say, get up, walk over to the end of the room, and then basically say goodnight, Johnny. And so he can hear her voice or remember her before he goes to sleep. So while doing that, Johnny was talking to Jess. So Liberty actually gets up and do it, and she's like, oh, good night, Johnny. And then she goes over and hugs him mid-conversation between him and Jess. I don't think she really noticed that was going on. She just basically just did what Callum said, and she successfully did that. So Callum, basically was like, oh my gosh, she did it so good, and then he started laughing because he was like, nobody saw what I saw, because he was literally talking to Jess, and you basically hugged him right when he was talking to Jess, which is so he was laughing and he was mad loud about it.
Bye. Here, I'll catch you for breakfast in the morning.
All right.
Have a good sleep.
That was very smooth. Do you know what the best part was? I don't know if you guys could see, but he was talking. She interrupted the conversation. Oh, fucking hell.
I'm just like, bro, Callum, you don't have to be that loud. I know this is a bedroom and I know everybody heard that. But yeah, I don't think Liberty did that on purpose per se to like upset Jess, but she was just trying to finesse her way with Johnny. So next thing you know, it is what it is. Next day, we see Kyra comes into the village. Jess, the first person to see her. She, got everybody else to introduce her to the whole villa, whatever. Everybody saw her, and everybody instantly said that Curtis was Kyra's type, and Kyra was Curtis's type, and basically everyone was just like, oh, that's like their match. That's their like whatever. Also, Kyra basically starts to talk to Megan and whatnot. Basically, lets Megan know that she's also interested. Lisa was having a little bit of, I guess, words for some of the girls who, voted for her to go home. So obviously Imani and Jess voted for her. But the thing is that I guess Jess said something about aggressive or whatever, and I guess, Lisa does not like that, that word, that verbiage. So, but the thing is that didn't you just spit on Justine in the challenge? So how are you going to be upset because she said something about aggressive in her speech? Also, she didn't really say much to Jess, but she also clocked that Jess is supposed to be your friend and you just voted for you to go home. So she definitely clocked that, like, Jess was just moving a little bit, like, a bit wishy-washy. So after that, they had that conversation. It is what it is, Lisa almost got the boot, but, they sent Steph home instead. So next thing you know, I guess Jess somehow was annoyed and jealous by the fact that Liberty and Johnny has been spending so much time together. And, she's like, oh, Jess is like, very distant away from me, da-da-da-da-da. Like, and then she also clocked what happened the night before. But Jess was basically upset because, Johnny and Liberty were chatting. Like, at the end of the day, what do you want Liberty to do? To stop talking to Johnny just because you like him? Like, it's Love Island games. Like, what do you want her to do? If anything, why don't you, pull Johnny for a chat or something like that? She had the audacity to basically say that Liberty's a bird, and wherever Johnny is, Liberty, go follow him or whatever around the villa. So everything that's going on. Later that night, she also starts to cry to Jess about this whole situation and basically call Jess calculated on her actions, which I just feel like Jess is very nice. She's very nice, and she will believe what somebody has to say and whatnot, but she's not gonna just like be calculated to do something malicious. That's just not her. But I just feel like she's very nice, and I just like, girl, Jess, what are you doing? So next thing you know is nighttime, and it's time for the recoupling. So the recoupling entails of Kyra going first. She had the first pick. She got to pick who she wanted to couple up with, and she couples up with Megan. So then next, it basically went with, they did some type of hopper situation where you put your name in the ball and whoever goes first gets to choose. So basically all the guys' names were pulled of who goes first. Curtis, then Ray, and Curtis decided to couple up with Lisa. Ray took back Imani because he was just like, yeah, after Johnny was with her, he's like, yeah, I need Imani now. And obviously he picked her and got coupled up with her. Next up was Toby. He coupled up with Selly. And then next up was Johnny. Johnny decided to couple up with Jessica, which I'm just like, everybody's so confused because he's been kissing Liberty outside of challenges and talking to her and spending most of the time with her. And just like, he has not talked to spend most of his time with Jess yet. And it's just like, if you really like Jess, or you really like having like a conflicting of, oh, which one to pick. It didn't show. It didn't seem like that was the case. So him picking Jess, he picked her. Everybody's like, I feel bad for Liberty.
I would like to couple up this girl because not only is she beautiful, but outside of the fact that she might have had a rough start of the competitions, I believe in her abilities to compete. And, you know, I want to see if we can make a strong couple in here and progress and see where we go. So the girl I would like to couple up with is Jessica.
And then they were asked, Ariana was asking, you know, Jess, like, oh, you know, how do you feel? Da, da, da. And one thing about it, Jess did not let Johnny see her sweat. She did not show any kind of bitterness. She was just like, you know, it is what it is. I'm happy for you. Da, 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 da. Kept it moving. Next was Callum, and Callum coupled up with Liberty because who else was going to couple? He's going to couple up with. The only person that he really liked was Megan, and Megan basically said 100% she was going to go pick Kyra. So at the end of the day, just stick with that friendship couple of Liberty, you know, ride it out, do little challenges together, and I feel like that's the best bet for them because they have a good solid pairing together going as a friendship couple. And then last but not least was Jack and Justine. And by default, there was no speech, so they just coupled up. And that's the episode. Next thing you know, we see a preview for tomorrow night's episode, which entails of another big challenge. And it seems like people are going to start it up. Also, you know, Liberty and Megan and Callum were basically just talking about Johnny's decision. Seems like Jess has, you know, no more projection to really say anymore because she was like crying to Liberty about her experience here. And then now I guess she thinks she's, you know, top girl because she got Johnny now. But we'll see how it goes. But this was the episode. Not much, but I'm just like, Johnny. He want to wear that villain cape, okay? He want to wear that villain hat, okay? Because I'm just like, if anything, you should have conveyed that, you know, you were really struggling between who's who. It should have been a done deal that you were going with Liberty, but I mean, if you really showed any type of interest for Jess, you should have went up, you know, pull Jess for a chat, anything like that. But it is what it is. That is it. That is episode 5 of Low Island Games. And yeah, this show is keeping you on its toes. And anyway, guys, if you like the video, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, comments, concerns, anything else, subscribe to my channel, subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.